Jeff, what do you think? I mean, compare their transition to mobile to what Facebook is doing. I mean, Facebook has been the story of the past 24 hours. How do you compare the two?
Well, if you look at Google, Alphabet's been doing for years. I mean, the search engine has really set them up so well, and now it's making that transition. And honestly, for the long play, I really think that Google Alphabet is very well positioned to actually compete with Facebook going forward.
Jeff, what about that? I mean, how much potential do you think Google Home has? It's that cool idea of everything connected to the internet versus the idea of Google following you around your house and recording your every move and selling it to advertisers and being your creepy, cloud that's following you around the house.
Well, look, it's where it's going, right? You've got Google and you've got Amazon playing in these spaces right now, and I actually have the Amazon Echo at home right now, and every day they're coming out with more applications that you could literally make your smart house a true smart house for very little amounts of money. I think it's going to be a space that's going to continue to grow. It's the future, and I think Amazon and Alphabet are actually the two best positioned to play in that market right now.
You have the Echo? You don't feel like it's creepy?
You want to know something? I don't feel like it's creepy. I feel like it's convenient right now.
Give me an example. Give me an example. What do you do that you couldn't do otherwise?
For starters, I mean, if I'm in the kitchen and I remember, I'm like, okay, thought comes to my head, add it to my list, go ahead, buy milk, comes straight to my iPhone, versus having the thought, maybe forgetting about it 15 seconds later. Other things is actually turning on to my Nest, to my AC control.
Right.
I can speak to that and it can change it. But it's the future. Those are the things, especially the millennials who are coming into the marketplace. They kind of expect those things.
Right.
Where I'm looking at maybe at 43 years old, like say it's a little bit different. But those are things that are almost expected in the younger generation.
Yeah.
And the biggest buying demographic.
I mean, Kevin, that sounds fantastic. So if I lose my temper and I yell at my kids, it'll record it and send it to my husband's phone so that he knows that I was short with them in the afternoon. I love that idea.
Yeah, everyone's
the good news is it also weighs 8 ounces, so you can kind of throw it out the window if you need to.
Perfect. Okay, I like that. Kevin, this is where we're going. I'm just going to have to edit my language when this little device is following me around the house, right?
Yeah. All right, let's pivot back to Amazon. We're talking about things that are everywhere virtually these days. This is something that's everywhere. Everybody's doorstep has a box from Amazon Prime on it, or it seems that everyone does, Jeff. This is a time, granted, President Obama is saying the economy is going great guns, but it's not. It's kind of meandering along. Yeah. Retailers are lucky if they get maybe 1 or 2% increase. Amazon had a 27% increase in sales. How is that possible?
Well, for starters, I mean, they're growing more globally. I think they just opened up in India right now, and with Prime Now and Prime, it's amazing. You literally go on your app and you know it's there the next day. Another thing that's going to be really interesting to see, though, how much Amazon can actually grow in the next year or 2 years is going to be called the last mile. So obviously they need close locations to be able to get the products there that quickly. So some of those industrial warehouses in big cities and all over the country, how they actually partner with them, and the cost of those are skyrocketing. So actually off Amazon, which some people may say, how do I buy it at these levels? I'm starting to follow some of the REITs like Stag and Prolis that are basically providing that warehouse space now in the U.S. and nationally.
By the way, Jeff, there's another thing about Amazon, which is their third-party sales are growing tremendously. A lot of times when I want to get into a Prime product, I see it because I'm a Prime member, and it's cheaper, of course, and you get it delivered quicker and everything, but they send me to a third party. I don't get all the advantages. However, they make a lot of money from these third-party sales, don't they?
They do. Again, those typically come with longer delivery cycles, and actually they charge more for the shipment of them, but they are making a lot of money off the third-party service or products. Now, one thing I will point out that having a little bit of an issue with sometimes is the quality of those products. There has been a little bit of pushback as far as the authenticity and how they actually look up. So the quality control around making sure how those actually perform in the long run is something they do need to focus on, because that's been a little bit more noise we've been hearing lately, and we want to be able to trust that when we hit that Prime and that product, it's authentic and it actually works according to our expectations.
Very, very true. All right, another earnings alert for you.